Chevy fast, might lift off. Big chain, I'm a big dog. She can't keep her hands off. I've been grinding all week. Ain't got no time to sleep. Shooting my shot like I play for the league. Young nigga, can't take no days off. Stick to the plan. Stick it up. Count it up, run through the bands. Young nigga, stick to the plan. Stick it up. Count it up, run through the bands. Young nigga, stick to the plan. Stick it up. Count it up, run through the bands. Young nigga, stick to the plan. Lord, I can't take.
Hello, YouTube family. It's Tough Enough, back with another one. Got my big bro, Walter Powell, with me today for episode 3. What's going on? How the family, man?
What's good, bro? Happy to be on. Happy to drop some knowledge. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. How the family, man? How the family doing?
Oh yeah, man. The family doing good, man. We just staying low key, staying out the way, and just staying safe during this pandemic. How about you?
The same, man. Check in every now and then. See, we got Walter Powell, former NFL player, 4 years. He did some time with the Jets. Well, he was drafted by the Cardinals. Did some time with the Jets, Buffalo, and Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken, was a 6th-round pick. How was that, man? Getting drafted from Hazelwood East, St. Louis, Missouri. How was that?
Oh yeah, man. It was definitely an uphill battle for sure. Just went to Murray State, little D1 AA school, but definitely made the best out of it. Definitely had to turn up, ball hard, became 2-time All-American.
Yeah.
Ended up getting drafted 6th round to the Cardinals.
Yep.
And then, yeah, man, I mean, the journey was a blessing, but, through it all, man, just stay humble and she was grinding. I wasn't the fastest, wasn't the tallest, wasn't the biggest, wasn't the most athletic.
Right.
What I did do was just put in that work that, most guys weren't trying to do. So it came out pretty good,
Play for Mike Jones. If you don't know who Mike Jones is, he's the reason why the Rams got one of the Super Bowls. Tell us about
Right.
tell us about playing for Mike Jones, man. How was he as a coach? At Hazelwood.
Oh yeah, man. Mike Jones, he was a cool coach, man. He was definitely a player's coach for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely expected, the best out of us, and he definitely got the best out of us. Really just making us grind for everything, and just pushing us to that limit, man, and just really brought the best out of us. So yeah, I mean, him and the coaching staff was, they was, it was a special crew those 2 years playing with Coach Jones.
Yeah, yeah. And you did your time at Murray State. When did you know, or when did you realize that the league was in the future at Murray State?
Man, shoot.
All-American.
I really started feeling myself my sophomore year. I think I finished with 500 some yards, few touchdowns, but that's when I really started feeling myself. But then when I knew I had that juice was that junior year, just coming into my junior season, I was just dominating on a whole another level. And then just my junior year, I could have came out. I had a 6th-round draft grade at that time.
Yeah.
But I decided to stay another year. But I end up, going into my senior year. What was about the 4th to last game of the season, I ended up breaking my foot.
Okay.
So I ended up missing, I ended up missing the remainder of the season, having to get surgery because I had like a 3rd to 6th round draft grade. But once I broke my foot, it dropped me down to 6th round. But thank God I still got drafted. So it was still a blessing though.
For sure. I see. So Rex Ryan brought you over with the Jets, and he also brought you over with Buffalo twice. How's Rex Ryan, man? Sometimes he gets some heat, but I think he a good dude because obviously he rocked with you. You know what I'm saying?
Rex, I mean, he's a great coach, man. No matter what the media say about Rex doing this and that, I mean, he was just like Mike Jones. He was one of the players. He was a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? He was a coach's player, player's coach. Either way, everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely wanted to work hard for Rex because Rex, man, he kept it real with everybody. He never sugarcoated anything. He kept it real with you. So it was like, look, either you're gonna do this or you're gonna be out of here. So
yeah,
I mean, I was fortunate to follow him up to Buffalo as well because he's seen the work I was putting in and the work I was putting out. So just was able to establish a good relationship with him.
For sure. So up in Buffalo, you played with Tyrod Taylor. How is he as a quarterback? He a former Super Bowl champion with the Ravens. He now he with the Chargers and may get a chance to show it again. How is he like as a quarterback?
Oh yeah, man. Tyrod, man, he's a super composed guy. He knows how to control a game. Of course, he's athletic. He, of course, reminds you of a Mike Vick or Lamar Jackson type of quarterback. He's He a beast. Not no Lamar. He's not no Lamar Jackson, but that same just
Yeah,
in that same bubble. You know what I'm
in
saying?
the
But
same realm.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely got a great arm strength, and he knows how to keep plays alive. But all in all, he's a great captain. You know, he's a great leader, and he knows what it takes. You know, to win and get guys together.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. What would you say was the biggest jump from, coming from Murray State to the league? What was the biggest thing you seen, like game wise? Was it game speed or, players bigger, faster? What was it?
I feel like it was more so game speed and just knowing the playbook. Because coming from Murray State, our playbook was super simple, so cats was able to play fast.
Yeah.
But once you get to the league, everybody's bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. So it's like once you get to the league, it's like football becomes 90% mental, 10% physical once you get there, because everybody's everybody the best of the best in the world. So it's now what separates you, mentally. So definitely had to put in a lot of work, understanding the playbook, understanding coverages,
Yep.
understanding, scouting players and, seeing techniques they play. So, just what releases you need to do or how you really need to stem your route, and really how you need to just get in your opponent's head to, be victorious. So it definitely was a lot of studying. I feel like I studied more in the NFL than I did in college.
Okay.
So it definitely, just shifted that whole just spectrum.
Yeah, I heard that too from I know Kevon from D. Smith. He said the playbook real challenging once you get to the league and stuff like that. What
Mm-hmm.
what advice would you give, a young cat, maybe not getting the big schools or maybe not getting the big time offers, but he talented. What would you say for a kid like that?
I told him, like, look, keep grinding. If you still got that passion, if you got a passion to play in the league, if you got a passion to play in college, if you good, they gonna find you no matter what. No matter if you at Murray State, no matter if you at a D1, no matter if you D2, no matter if you NAIA, if you got talent, they gonna find you. If you putting up numbers, they gonna find you. So you just gotta put that work in, and whatever level you at, you just gotta dominate.
Right.
So you can get on coaches' radars. But literally, coach. They NFL, they finding cats in Australia, finding rugby players. So I'm like, if they finding these type of guys, they can definitely find you, and especially numbers don't lie. So if you putting up the numbers, they gonna find you. So never be discouraged about, oh, I ain't get this D1, scholarship, or I'm going D1 AA or D2. It's like, it's cool. Everybody's journey is different,
Right.
but the end result is all the same. So once you get in the locker room, you're gonna hear guys that's D1, D2, JUCO, like just all over the place. Like, so it's like never in Canadian ball. So it's like, never be discouraged about their journey. You just got to focus on yourself, because the more you're able to focus in on yourself and your game, you're going to be able to elevate, and everything is just going to attract to you. So never be discouraged.
Perfect. So yeah, take that note, for any player out there who see the league as their future, like just keep working, dominate at any level you at, and they're gonna come find you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to salute everybody out there that got that passion for the league to go. So it look like you making your mark on the East Coast, man. Were you still in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I'm still in Jersey.
Do you like it over there at the East Coast? You've been over there, Buffalo, Jets.
Yeah, it's been a nice little vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's been on the East Coast, next to like 20 minutes outside of New York City.
Yeah.
It's definitely a place to be as far as networking with people, because that's where all the business is done at in the country. Shoot, in New York City. Unfortunately, right now that's not the case, just because coronavirus, COVID-19. But just it's a blend of everything: culture, just tech, just all types of business. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet going into the city, and it's crazy over the last few years being in the city. Like I done met so many, like, just celebrities and so many people, real people to network with to grow my business. So it's definitely been a journey.
I seen you met Jared Jeter, man.
Oh yeah, met Jeter. Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the GOAT,
Yeah.
man.
That's the
true.
GOAT, man. Oh yeah, man. Got to chop it up, man. Just straight down to earth dude, cool brother, man. And definitely just dropping some knowledge on me. So it's glad to have a guy like that in the corner. You feel me?
Facts. Now, tell us about your app. You look like you got it going in 2018, Politiscope App. Tell us more about that for the people who don't know what Politiscope App is.
Okay, so what Politiscope is, I created a player profile app for politicians that breaks down and explains every bill a politician votes for or against in a layman's terms. So basically just taking all that convoluted information and consolidating it into one platform where you can just understand politics more, whether it's, objective media, you can register to vote, you can donate to politicians, you can keep up with the hottest elections, you can track polling data. You can call politicians off the app. You can follow them on all their social media. Literally, just making that one-stop shop for all politics, and just making it easier so people who aren't interested in politics can be more informed, more engaged, and just more empowered about the political process. Because I was one of those people. Just didn't know, wasn't attracted to politics just because I didn't know. But
Yeah.
then I realized, like, in times like this, you need to know what's going on, because that's how you can get easily manipulated.
Right.
So you definitely just gotta. That's why created this platform, just to just help people out, just feel more, just have more power in this situation.
For sure. For sure. And when did this like come to mind? Like were you playing at the time when it came to thought? Or was
Mhm.
this was after you retired?
No, actually, I created the idea of Politiscope while I was still playing,
Yeah.
and it was just funny when I got signed to the Jaguars. Like, I was probably like already a month and a half in, when I created the idea. So I'm just I'm telling everybody on the team about this app, this idea I got. I used to find myself in the in not the locker room, but in the meetings while while we had our position meetings. Supposed to be in there watching film, taking notes. I'm in there, drawing up specs and drawing up new ideas for my app.
Yeah.
And it was that's when I knew, like, man, like it was like, I was like, dang, I don't want to be here anymore. And I never had that feeling before about ball until I
Yeah.
realized, football was my passion, but it wasn't my purpose in life. And I knew my purpose in life is to really just wake people up to what's really going on, using my platform of being a millennial, a minority, and just and a professional athlete to create cultural change. Of course, just being in that tech world, there ain't too many that look like us. So just once I got that first, big chunk of investments from my investors, I was like, I just seen a big picture with Politiscope compared to my NFL career. And then next thing you know it, a year later, I make Forbes 30 under 30. So it's like,
Right.
man, God is good. You dig?
Big time. That's big time.
Already.
Four is 30 for 30. That's crazy, man.
Yep, going from NFL to Forbes in a year. I'm the first person, period, to ever do that in NFL. So that's on some Black History Month type stuff. But yeah, just definitely just creating a whole new wave, man.
We might need to
Athlete
do a day
entrepreneurs.
in February.
Low key, I need one for real. We in due time, in due time.
Yeah, do time, take the time for sure. For sure.
Right.
So I know you got your teammate, you got your team, you got your big brother Brandon, and you got who I know, big brother Brandon and Jackson. I know you got some more people. But tell me what working with them two, like Jackson, I know he always thinking. From when we went to high school together, he always thinking. That's big bro too. And then you got your big brother who kind of like paved the way for you.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, just working with them guys, it's always good, to be able to work with family, but also be able to work with guys who know how to grind, work with guys who just know you and know that you can hold each other accountable, because we all work and we know how to just put that work in. So just working with Jay, I always know, like, dude is high focus. Like, once he put his mind to something, it's hard to really take him off of it. You know what I'm saying? To get him, like, once he in there, and that's how I know. Like, I'm able to, even if I step away from Politiscope for 2 months, I'm gonna come back and it's gonna still be just the same, if not better. So that's, just having that type of trust in somebody who can, put their work in, man. It definitely take a lot of pressure off me, and just saying, rather just giving advice from, being an entrepreneur before being an entrepreneur was even cool, and just having my brother really just give me a different perspective on how I should maneuver in the tech realm, how I should maneuver connecting with people. So just having him in my corner, it's been clutch, because a lot of people don't have them type of mentors that have been there, done that type situation. But literally, I'm just blessed to have some dope people in my corner, and just continue to just attract good people in my corner to help continue to grow Politiscope.
Facts. No, that's facts. I used to have a poster of Brandon in my room when he got drafted by the 49ers, bro.
On me, shoot.
But no, that's good, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. I ain't gonna take up your time. I know you're a busy man up there on the East Coast. But I appreciate you
something.
stopping by, big bro.
No, I appreciate you, my brother, man. Keep getting it, man. Keep man, just keep paving the way, man. Cause this show is it's gonna be something special. I feel it, bro. So keep at it.
No, I appreciate it, bro. It's all love. I'm gonna try to get you some good too, man. I'm gonna get some new stuff out. I'm gonna get you some.
Get me right so I can go ahead. You know, I got my Politiscope gear on real quick.
You know, black entrepreneur.
Ready.
Trying to get it, man.
Already, you got a brand, self-brand all day, baby.
Sir, I appreciate you, bro. Love, bro.
Love.
All right.
Stick to the plan. Count it up, run through the bands, young nigga. Stick to the plan. Count it up, run through the bands, young nigga. Stick to the plan, Lord. I can't take no